Hey folks, how you doing? Now I've not seen 28 Years Later, but I've seen a lot of reviews and a lot of spoilers and a lot of analysis on it, so I know what happens. I don't need to see the film, and quite frankly, I'm not going to see the film because I already know anyway. But its biggest problem is it suffers from what I call sequel syndrome, and this was a particularly prevalent problem in some of the Terminator movies, like Terminator Salvation and particularly Terminator Genesis. They were too busy trying to focus on setting up sequels that they forgot to just be a self-contained movie in and of itself. So hence why these films end up with enormous plot holes that you could park a jumbo jet in. How does a 12-year-old survive on the mainland for 28 days? Well, to set up the Bone Temple, the second film in the new trilogy. How is it that the main characters are so stupid that they keep sparing Alpha? Well, because they need to set up the fucking sequels. Movies need to concentrate on being themselves and then they become worthy of sequels rather than focusing on creating plot points to exploit in the sequels. That's the biggest problem, biggest flaw. Why 28 Days Later was such a success is because nobody knew whether or not it would be a success. So they just poured everything into it and didn't worry about it. We'll just put everything into this. I mean, it was so low budget, there's actually scenes in the film that were shot in Danny Boyle's back garden. It was so low budget and so shaky whether it would succeed or not, whether it would take off or not. That is why it succeeded, was because they just put everything into it to the point that they were even filming in the director's garden because they had so little money and resources to work with. We just put everything into it and let it stand on its own. But instead, these new movies are suffering from sequel syndrome. We've got to set up sequels, we've got to set up plot points that are going to come into play in the second movie or the third movie. No, fuck that. Just forget that. Just concentrate on being your own entity, your own thing, your own self, and you will succeed far more. The trouble is, these movies are so bloody stupid that people can't invest in them. People want to invest in these movies. People want to get into them. People want to be taken on that ride. They want to immerse themselves in that reality. But when characters are making such idiotic decisions that you cannot get behind them and you're wondering, what the fuck are you doing? It becomes impossible. So there you go. That's my take on it anyway. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to see it, but I know what happens. I've seen enough reviews. I feel like I've seen the film in essence. And I'm not going to waste my fucking money on it, quite frankly, because yeah, another fucking example of filmmakers concentrating on the sequels instead of the film that's right in front of them right fucking now. That has made me want to go visit Linda's farm, but that's about it. Anyway, thanks for watching.